Which would you rather deal with? The exploitative nature of casinos, or a war criminal? A casino will subtly manipulate you psychologically to get you to give all of your hard-earned money on the fleeting chance of making millions, but being around a war criminal is also dangerous, unless it's the creator of Stardew Valley. As it turns out, this rhetorical question was merely the illusion of a choice, because we're talking about someone who is both. Usada Pekora. Pekora's starting weapon, Rocket Launcher, shoots carrot missiles that explode upon hitting an enemy. At max level, she fires 3 missiles, and their damage increases by 1% for every 100 holocoins she has, capping at 40,000 holocoins, or a 400% damage boost. For Pekora's skills, Pyromaniac makes it so that if Pekora kills an enemy, it has a 7% chance to explode, dealing damage to all the enemies around it, and if those enemies are defeated, they also have the same chance to explode, creating a potential explosion chain. It's pretty similar to Callie's death skill, just without the instant death ability, and while the 7% chance might seem small, explosions will happen more frequently than you think, for reasons we'll get to later. Her next skill, Gambler, makes it so that Pekora will roll a single slot that has a chance to either land on this happy bunny or this sad bunny. If happy, she'll scatter holocoins everywhere, and if it's sad, she'll get nothing. It also has the ability where if Pekora picks up holocoins, she'll gain a small buff to her damage and crit chance for 10 seconds, which can stack up to 10 times. She also heals 1 HP for each holocoin she gets. Her last skill, Luck, is probably the most important skill that ties her kit together. It makes it so that all of Pekora's weapons and her Pyromaniac explosions have a chance to be larger in size. At max level, the size increase is 30%, which is as large as Super Nightly Milk, and while the initial chance of this happening is small, only 15% at max level, it happens more frequently due to the rest of this skill. Pekora gains stacks of luck that are equal to her crit chance divided by 2, with the maximum amount of luck being 30. Luck not only adds to the percent chance of all of her skills proccing, but also increases the drop rate of everything in the game, and I mean everything. Anvils, holocoins, fan letters, holohouse ingredients, everything that can drop from a dead enemy will now have a higher chance of dropping. As for her special ability, Pekora's special attack, 777, spins a slot machine that deals 1000% damage to all enemies on the screen. However, it has a special ability where if you roll 3 happy bunnies, all the non-boss enemies on the screen are instantly defeated and turned into holocoins. So, Pekora's abilities all revolve around probability. All of her skills and her special attack have some aspect of chance to them, so the best way to bolster her abilities is through probability manipulation. Unfortunately, there's no item in the game that increases the chance of skills proccing, but we don't really need it. Because of her Lucky Bunny skill, if we can boost Pekora's crit chance to 60%, we automatically get the maximum number of luck stats, boosting our item drop rate and proc chance of our skills. I personally have found Sake to be an effective item on Pekora, as well as Promise Tiara to a degree. Pekora has a base crit chance of 5%, slightly more if you have crit boosts from the shop. Gambler gives an additional 20% crit chance if you can get 10 holocoins every 10 seconds. So adding the 20 to 25% crit chance from Sake, and the 22% crit chance of Promise Tiara at max stamps, gets you over the 60% threshold. For some reason, Pekora doesn't seem to gain luck stats from GWS Pill, which I think is a bug, because every other method of increasing her crit chance increases Lucky Bunny. As for why I use Promise Tiara, it's because it increases the chance of the greed stamp to drop. Pekora needs to be constantly collecting holocoins to maintain the stat buff from her Gambler skill, as the 15-second interval of her slots combined with her chance to roll a sad bunny means the skill alone is an insufficient source of holocoins. Combining the greed stamp with Super Shadow Time allows Pekora to get that consistent source of holocoins, but if you don't want to rely on the odds of a specific stamp dropping, then Stolen Piggy Bank is also a viable option, as you'll not only get the coins to keep the buff, but Pekora will constantly heal as she moves. Besides that, I also recommend the Bomb Stamp and the Multi-Shot Stamp for more explosions, and I also recommend using Nightly Milk and Corporation Pin. Why? Because big explosions, that's why. So that's Pekora. Thanks for watching. Please let me know who you'd like to see next. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for future videos, and happy holocuring.